Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Michael Pagano, and I'm here with the Jennings Java team here. I'm here with Daniel Jennings, the founder of the company. I'm here with Kazmierczak, and I'm also here with Lloyd. So how are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Pretty good.
Yep.
So my first question for you guys, it's really kind of just for Daniel here. It's how did the idea of this company come about?
Yeah. Well, the idea kind of came about 2 years ago. I was trying to save money originally by roasting coffee. Was going through a lot of coffee just on my own. So started to pick up roasting just to save a little bit of money. And then from there, some friends started buying the coffee. And then before you knew it, it was turning into a small business. And that's kind of the idea behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool that you were able to kind of learn it on your own and turn it into what it is now. So when it did come about, who helped you through like the beginning steps of building the company?
Yeah, so we were actually founded in April 2016. It was a very slow start, though. I always tell people that I think the business really got its start with the Ignition program in November through Muskegon University. So, I mean, I was making small sales, but the second we got involved with the Ignition program, that's really when the team kind of took off. If you're not familiar with the Ignition program, is run through Muskegon. It's kind of like a business club, but it's with a idea behind small businesses, entrepreneurship, to kind of kickstart that idea. And so that's where I met the team. That's really where I got the help from.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember I saw you guys do your presentation. I was actually at the Ignition that night, and it was cool, and you guys did a great job that night. So you kind of mentioned a little bit about assembling the team, but when did you begin to assemble the rest of the Jennings Java team?
Yeah, so that was, what was that, November?
Early November.
Yeah, early November-ish. It was kind of crazy. We all met. I knew Lloyd. That was the only person on our team that I actually knew at the time. And then started assembling the team probably early November, first week of November. And within about 4 weeks, we were actually in our first festival already, too. Yeah. So just met the guys, and it's been a fun ride ever since.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have done a great job of really getting the name out there as quickly as you have. I mean, I know just being around campus, everybody kind of knows it right now, and that's good. So, so how did the first full year of the company go? You mentioned it started last April. I mean, how has it kind of gone, and how's it kind of grown?
Yeah, so when we started last April, before I met any of these guys, we were only doing about 5 pounds a month right now. Of raw coffee beans sourcing in 5 pounds a month. Then it got up to late fall before I met these guys. About September, October, we were doing about 20 pounds of coffee, so still extremely small for trying to grow into a business. Then once we met them, I was able to kind of not have to worry about every hat in the company, being like the marketing director, the main accountant, the producer, everything like that. I was able to delegate some tasks with the team as well. And then we grew to 50 pounds. And to this day, actually, now we're doing about 300 pounds a month right now. So wow, it's substantially grown in the first year.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it has. So we're going to go down the line here. Can you guys kind of all explain what your job in the company is?
Yeah, so kind of the roles are divvied up a little bit between about 5 people. And my role is kind of the marketing kind of guy. I'm heading like the social media accounts. I'm really, my job hasn't even been able to be used yet because we really don't even have a marketing budget yet. And once we have that marketing budget, we'll be able to implement a lot of really unique marketing strategies, including pushing content through social media influencers that I built a network with in the past. And I also help with some of the financials as well. So my job's kind of just kind of help Daniel with whatever he needs done right now, and eventually once we have a budget to start pushing a lot of content through big pages and getting our product out to a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, so my job, kind of like what Luke said, is do whatever needs to be done to help make Daniel's life easier. But also I've kind of got to focus on the communications aspect of it, emailing restaurants, emailing coffee shops, calling different places to get us into, like Daniel said, the Coffee Fest 2016, different things, Grove City Farmers Market. We're going to be in that in the summertime, which we're really excited about. And then also trying to find different people to potentially be influencers for us, whether it be social media wise or telling their friends or things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Mia basically just kind of providing the vision for the company. But along with that also is creating the custom roast for each new coffee we bring in, which is really exciting. Is kind of the culinary aspect to the coffee as well. For instance, we just brought in a Brazilian decaf, and so my job is, as one of the head roasters, is to get that bean in and then roast it in light roast, medium roast, dark roast, and try to pull out the best qualities of the bean. The next one we're looking at is actually an Ethiopian coming here shortly. So mainly providing the vision, coming up with roast, being there just to kind of motivate the team as well. We actually have 2 other people involved with the team as well. So Olivia Rhodes, she does an awesome job helping us out with merchandising, just a great business sense as well. And then Matt Triola also, who is an amazing photographer, does lots of the digital media stuff for us also.
Okay, and then a question I kind of thought of in my head right now, if it's kind of for you guys. When you heard about the company from Daniel, what was your kind of first thoughts about it? Did you guys think he was crazy for trying to do it, or what was your guys' first thoughts when he told you?
So I knew Daniel from freshman year last year. He was actually in my dorm hall a lot because he had a lot of soccer friends up there. So I first met him last year. We played some guitar with each other, and that's how we kind of connected at first. And then he became my RA this year, and Kelly third. And I talked to him at the beginning of the year about his coffee business because he's telling me all about it. I'm like, well, this is a really cool idea. How can we get this jump started? How can we get this started up and running and starting to grow a lot more? And then that's when, right around the time, we were starting Ignition, also the entrepreneurial program. And then I taught Daniel into coming over to the Ignition program, and we built up a team for him. And that's kind of how it all started from there. But I knew it was a great idea from the start. I knew his passion for it was going to be successful, and that's why I wanted to team up with him. So.
Yeah, so I actually didn't know Daniel until the Ignition program. And so we were at this Ignition program, and, it's a very informal presentation about your idea and things like that. And Daniel presented, said he's been learning about coffee since he was 10. Now he's been roasting for over 2 years. And, the way he presented and the way he talked about coffee, there's very few people in this world that you meet that are meant to do something. Daniel was born to do something very high up in the coffee world. Yeah. And so for him to create his own company and share it with the world, I knew I had to get behind it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool that you guys were able to get behind it and really take it to the heights that it's at right now. So you guys mentioned a little bit, how much do you see the company growing in the coming years? You guys mentioned how you're already up to 300 pounds a month, but do you see it to keep growing and growing and growing?
Actually, the funny thing is we talked about how much we've grown to 300 pounds compared to other, even micro roasters. 300 pounds is nothing to do in a month. Mm-hmm. And so we still have a whole lot of room to grow, which is actually the exciting stage as well. As we mentioned, we were really interested in growing into some restaurants as well, creating custom roasts for them. And then we're looking at a subscription based as well. And part of the fun part about that is as we grow, we get to learn a whole lot more about the coffee along the way as well. So
yeah, and I think it's I think you guys already mentioned you guys already give it to trying to think of the name of the
Chapman's Coffee House. Yeah.
Well, Chapman's Coffee House, and then also the Crumb and Cup. That was one.
So which actually Crumb and Cup just recently changed their name to Chapman's Coffee Shop.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So same owner, just new name. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So, would you ever see the company selling maybe something other than coffee, or are you going to try and keep it strictly as just a coffee-based company?
Yeah, I mean, that's something we'll look at later down the line. I've always kind of liked the idea of tea alongside, because tea is a big industry in the beverage industry as well. So we'll look at that. Obviously, right now we need to focus on our niche, which is coffee, and grow that first, and then later down the line maybe look to see.
Absolutely. Yeah. Plus, something we're looking into is creating package deals that we maybe can implement, including maybe like pour-overs or different ways to create the coffee that maybe we can create our own type of design eventually. That's something we're looking into as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. So what kind of thing, you guys mentioned a little bit, but what kind of things have you guys been doing to really get the name out there? Obviously, you guys got the name out around campus, but what are you guys doing to get it out around, maybe not the world yet, but just kind of just around the area?
Yeah. So a couple of things we are doing. And we're also in 2 places up in Columbus, the kind of markets that we sell our coffee bags in also. And then we're currently in the process of trying to land some restaurant deals. And the summertime, we're going to be focusing on that a lot. But something organically we're doing, since we don't have, like I said, a marketing budget, we're implementing social media a lot, doing it organically. We actually grew our Instagram page from 0 to about 2,400 followers plus in about 3 months. So I mean, we do that organically without even a budget by getting out to as many people as possible and using those techniques that I've learned through social media. So that's helped us a lot. We've had sales from all around. We've had sales, I believe, in California, Massachusetts, Texas, by implementing some of the social media marketing that we've done. So that's kind of some ways that we currently are getting out to. And like I said, we haven't even touched the market at all. And I cannot wait till we get a budget to what we can do and the people that we can reach. And I'm really looking forward to that.
And then on top of that, we were actually very fortunate. A former Muskie reached out to us, and he helped us, and we helped him, Luke Carmichael, and he actually put together a professional video for us. And we've gotten really good feedback on that to help get our name out. On top of that, we love doing festivals where we get out and meet people and talk to people. So like I mentioned earlier, Coffee Fest 2016, we got into that last minute. It was, pure luck that we got into it, but we were there with the top coffee companies and coffee roasters in Columbus. And then we participated in Shark Tub, which is basically a smaller version of the TV show Shark Tank. We were able to win some money with that, but the main victory for us there was, again, getting our name out. And then we're getting ready to enter into a 6-week period where every Saturday from 8 to 12, we'll be in the Grove City Farmers Market, which is ranked among the highest in Ohio. So we're excited for that too.
And I think you guys mentioned that really all the money you guys have been getting is kind of just gone towards roasting the coffee and getting
Back into the business.
We aren't taking anything out of it right now.
Yeah, so
And,
once you guys are able to do that, it's going to just keep growing and growing.
Exactly.
So I want to thank you guys for being here with me.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. I'm Michael Pagano. This is Luke Lloyd, AJ Kazmierczak, and Daniel Jennings, and thank you.